So that's something to be thinking about. So your facial expressions, your body language, and your tone. Let's talk about tone for a minute. So I naturally have the voice you hear. I've been told that it's a pleasant voice that people like to hear. I'm grateful for that. There are many people, and I'm sure you know some, who have kind of a higher voice and it squeaks. Or some men can have very nasally voices and they can just talk very nasally and then they're very monotone as well. And then that can be difficult to listen to for any length of time. So there are lots of spaces online that are free that will give advice on how to change your vocal quality. I would highly recommend that you check that out because that can be a deal breaker. You can get all the answers right, but if you're someone who has a really screechy voice and every time they talk, this is how they talk, and that's not an over-exaggeration. I know some people who have a very high, tinny voice, and there are studies that show it is grating on the ear, and people don't like it. So fix it. You want to also try to pace your responses. That is not something that comes naturally to me. As a keynote speaker, I have learned how to slow it down because I feel like when there's a pause, that people are thinking that I don't know what I'm thinking, that I'm lost or stuck. But the other side of a pause, that is where people feel like it's natural. They feel like it's a natural progression, especially if you're talking about something that's new information and they want to let it soak in. So allow for a more natural way of talking that's a little bit slower. If you tend to talk fast, like I just showed you I do naturally a few minutes ago, and that is go for a little vocal variety. And this is a place where it's easy to have a little fun. You get to have some personality. And I know that most of you have a little fun streak in your personality. And nothing gives an interviewer more joy after they've talked to 10 people in a day to talk to someone who's going to play around just a little bit with how they talk. That's one of my favorites. I like to go to whisper every once in a while. Like if they ask me a question, I might say, I know I have a good answer for that.